series of exclusive AT&T promotions and campaigns. We're excited to get event tickets into the hands of Taylor's fans and exclusive content from the event to our customers and celebrate the combination of one of the world's biggest artists with one of the world's biggest sporting events.
So her name annoys me so much now, just about as much as when Donovan hears Donald Trump's name.
Whose name?
Like Taylor Swift. Her name
whose
just
name?
annoys me for some reason.
Wait, whose name is it? Who?
Taylor.
Taylor who?
Swift. What other Taylor am I talking about?
Now, Taylor
I'm not talking about Taylor
who
Dane.
is this again? Tell me who you're talking about again.
Oh, fuck you, Donovan.
Oh my God, he's trolling you.
So yeah, it's her name.
But before we get off the topic of Taylor Swift, while we're here and while we have a few minutes, I don't know if y'all are planning on going to the State Fair, but I'm warning you. They have a Taylor Swift museum exhibit at the Texas State Fair. I prefer to call it the Snake Exhibit.
Do they have this?
Wait, is the Snake Exhibit? That's funny. Isn't it the Taylor Swift Experience or something? It's called
the Taylor Swift Experience, which to me is a funny thing to call it because it wasn't much of an experience.
Yeah.
Well, you walk in. I went because you know me. I'm like a pop culture guru. I had to check it out.
Yes.
So we walked in. We were in the Taylor Swift the Snake Exhibit like within 20 minutes. Like I was like one of the first stops. I was not fucking missing it. And so you walk in and it's gorgeous. I mean, they've got it in this big ballroom and the ceilings are huge. They have all these chandeliers and they have all these like kind of sheer scrims of photos of her performing kind of hanging as banners throughout, kind of draped throughout the ceilings. So you go in and then on the left side it's kind of like a timeline of when she was first born, and then it goes all the way around the room, and then the end right next to the merchandise booth, because it wouldn't be Taylor Swift without a merchandise booth, is like her newest kind of era, the 1989 era. And wait, is that what it is? 1989? I feel like that's 1987. I don't know.
1989. Yeah.
And it is?
Yes.
I felt like, God damn. Okay.
Yes.
And then through the middle, they have like some of her red carpet dresses. So if you're somebody that's really into pop culture, somebody that's really into fashion and couture, or somebody that really loves Taylor Swift, I think you'll enjoy this. If you're anybody other than those people, not only will you be annoyed by everything that goes on there, but also the people there. But what weirded me out the most is the fact that they have her baby blanket in there. Is that weird, or is that just me?
Well, I'm sure
the baby blanket with the newborn photo was like a little aggressive.
I'm sure somebody who actually gives a fuck about Taylor Swift is going to want to see her baby blanket. I don't know. I wouldn't give a fuck about seeing Madonna's baby blanket, so maybe not. I don't know.
I'm like, I want to see the pieces, the costumes. I want to see, which I was kind of disappointed. They didn't have like any of her notebooks or like anything kind of like that. I'm like, as a songwriter, I feel like they had lots of trophies, but no like sort of letters or like any kind of like personal items. So they had besides the baby blanket, they had the baby blanket and then some like baby clothes, and then they had like the photos of her wearing them as a little girl on the wall.
So
and then
this could all be shit they just could have found on eBay.
Hey, I just it could be replicas. I don't know, but it is cool because they have like one of her pianos there, and then they have and then the big picture of her performing on it, and then at like kind of each vignette or kind of moment, they have a blown up plaque of the album, and then like all the accolades and the awards, and then like one of the awards, and then like a couple of the costumes from like the biggest songs, music video of that album. So yeah, I think if you're a Taylor Swift fan, I think you would enjoy it. But then they also had some of her costumes from her latest tour, the 1989 tour. So it's cool to kind of look at those really up close. And then they had like her VMAs outfits. Oh, and then they had the VMA that Kanye took from her.
Oh my God, really? That's hilarious.
So that was kind of cool to see that one. Like I can say that I saw that VMA. But yeah, so if you're going to the Texas State Fair, that's there.
All right. Enough of Taylor. I'm sick of talking about her. All right, Donovan, give us a political recap in politics, please, sir.
A political recap in politics? Okay.
Yes.
Let me see.
It
Let's
has
see.
it that you want to talk about politics.
I don't know. Let's talk about politics. I guess okay, Trump, stupid fucking vice president.
There we go. Already,
and
people only 5 seconds into the
Trump's
conversation.
stupid fucking vice president and Hillary's vice president are debating tonight. I started watching it before we got on the air, and I saw like the first half hour or whatever. And you know, it wasn't, of course, as volatile as Hillary and Trump were, but it was like this guy, his running mate, is it Mike Pence? I think's his name or whatever. He looks like a slee stack to me. Do you know what a slee stack is?
No.
Because y'all are both so young. A slee stack. There was this show in the 80s or whatever, and all of us know these things that lived in caves, and they were green. They had these skin like pulled like their faces or whatever, and that's what he looks like to me. He's just like evil looking and gross. Anyway, but he talked about how basically every time that Hillary's running guy would say something to Trump's guy would be like shaking his head, no, that's not true. Trump said this, Trump said that. And he was like, no, that's not true. That's a lie. That's a lie. Fuck you. It's not a fucking lie. I mean, they're so fucking ridiculous that they don't even like accept the fucking truth when it's staring them in the fucking face. And so I don't know. It was just, that's all that's really happened to politics. So that's politics this week. Not much to talk about.
And there's your political update with Donovan.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, now I heard a lot of good reviews about the new show on HBO called Insecure.
Yes.
I could not watch it because I don't have HBO.
Don't have HBO, okay.
But I plan on watching it.
There is a new show.
I've read the reviews,
Yes.
and the reviews are really, really good. So, Donovan, you saw it. Why don't you give us an update?
There's a new show on HBO called Insecure. And I watched the preview on Saturday. It came out on Sunday on HBO. It's called Insecure. And it's about this woman. She's black, and she's like 29 years old, and she's like now thinking about what she wants to do with the rest of her life. And because she's like not happy
her
with
name
where
is
she
Issa
is.
Rae. That's her name.
Issa Rae.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yes.
Anyway, and so she doesn't know what she wants to do with her life or whatever, and so she is now she's with a boyfriend she's had forever, and he's like a total dud and loser or whatever. And he is so she decides she wants to like, you know, leave him and just start over.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's about her starting over, and just basically she's decided to do whatever the fuck she wants the rest of her life and not worry about what everybody else wants. And so she goes on doing that. But what's so great about it is that they totally talk like real people talk, you know? It's not like, you know, dialogue talk like they have in shows where they talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like real talk the way you really talk with your friends. And so I like that because it's real and raw. And also it's funny. And it's just, I don't know. It's also, she's kind of a bitch about things. But it's just a good show. I don't really have to explain it to you. But it's really good. So the first episode, I really loved it. And I'm going to definitely watch the rest. So check it out.
They may be improvising on that show because I notice a lot of shows where they improvise and just go off the cuff with their stuff. It seems like it's a lot funnier to me, and I'm more interested.
Well, HBO shows are
off of a script.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're improvising or not, but HBO shows are generally just a lot more, you know, real. I don't know. I love HBO shows. I mean, I can name them a million that I watch series wise that I love on that in there. And there's another series coming out next Sunday, which has not gotten good reviews at all, which breaks my heart because I am a huge Sarah Jessica Parker fan, and I loved Sex and the City, and oh my god. And it's called Divorce, and it's about her and getting a divorce.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, and
Are they supposed to come out with another movie?
no, not as of now. No.
That'll never
anyway,
Because I was about to say they need to hurry. They need to hurry.
they're going to
up
be
so
like in their
we can just end
60s
up
or
in
their
a-
80s or whatever, and that happens probably. But
Exactly.
But they what was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah, so the show is coming out on Sunday, and I haven't seen it yet, but it has not gotten good reviews. They say it's kind of just dull and flat and extremely depressing, and so it's nothing like Sex and the City. And you know, this is something you have to really want. You know, I really wanted her to succeed because this is the first real thing she's done after you know, Sex and the City, series wise. So anyway, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I saw a movie last night, a gay film. And it was really good, and it's on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, you can watch it for free. And I can't remember what it's called. Sorry.
Oh, I was like getting out my Netflix. I was like, okay, I'll watch this
It's
before
about
bed.
oh my god, it's like something about us or something us or some shit. I don't know. But it's about these two gay guys. They're like in their 20s and out of college, and one of them's really, really rich, and his dad loses all his money because he's like Bernie Madoff or something, and he's the one is in love with the other one, and that's what I was going to ask you guys. So have you ever had a friend that you were in love with, but just he was just a friend, but wasn't in love with you? And that's basically the premise of this movie I'm telling you about. Have you ever had that happen when you were younger or anything?
No.
No. What about you, Christian?
To an extent.
I don't necessarily mean in
Maybe.
love, but I mean, you like had a crush on them or you like them or whatever.
Oh, that yeah. I thought you.
But it was
I
like
thought you meant-
strictly platonic, but like I wanted it to be more.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so you would
I
love
did
this
when I was
movie.
younger. I did when I was younger, but it got to a point where it wasn't strictly platonic anymore, and then that's when things got weird.
See,
And we're not really friends.
yeah,
We're not friends to this day.
that's what
I'm sure if I
happens.
saw him, I could say hi. He lives in Oklahoma. He knows who he is. So yeah, I guess to an extent, for sure, because we were great friends for like a year and a half, like best friends, and then late one night,
Shit
it was
happens.
a little cold outside.
Well, here it is. That almost happened before I tell you the name of the movie. That almost happened with my best friend Ryan. His name was Ryan Chambers, and I when I was in high school, and we were really good friends. And I don't know. It's weird because we never did anything, whatever. But one time we were both drunk, and I was 19, he was 19, and I was sitting outside with him at the village station, and we were talking about one of the dancers, and I don't know, I got like an erection or whatever, and and he goes, "God, your dick is huge," and he says it really loud, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And so he starts. Anyway, it goes on from there, and we go back to the apartment, and then he starts to kiss me, and I'm like, "No." And the reason I said no was because in that moment I wasn't drunk as he was, and I was like, I did not want our friendship to be fucked up because I knew if we did anything, it would fuck up our friendship. And so I said, no, let's go to bed. We went to bed separately, and that was it. And so we remained friends for a long time after that. But I'm just saying that I think that when you have a friendship like that, I think it's a very fine line between, are you going to or you're not going to when you're friends with someone who's also gay,
Right.
I don't know. But anyway, the name of that movie is called Those People, and it's on Netflix. And it's really good, so check it out if you are available.
All right, and I have one more show I want to bring up just very, very quick.
Yes.
I just found out about this recently. I think it comes on HBO, I think.
Yeah.
I saw a preview for it online.
Yeah.
It's called The Get Down.
The Get Down.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
on
yeah,
HBO?
I've seen that.
I just recently found out about
Netflix.
this.
It's on
it's on
Netflix
Netflix,
too?
okay.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I think I just found out about it. I know they had season 1, and I think season 2 just started or is about to start.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Mm-hmm.
and I just watched like a 30-second clip, and I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta watch this."
Oh, I
So,
see it. I see it. Okay.
So if anyone is into looking, I think it's supposed to be like a 80s like musical. It's supposed to be like, like almost also have like gay culture theme type stuff and a few other things. It's supposed to be a whole bunch of different things. Check it out. It seems like it's very good. I'm gonna watch it on Netflix. I'm actually gonna try to watch the entire season this weekend.
Are you one of those people who watches everything because a black person's in it? Are you one of those people?
No, I just no. What I told you what initially.
Like,
I'm
I
just
love
being a
it.
bitch. I'm just being a bitch. I watch everything. I mean, I used to do that. I watched everything because somebody's gay in it. Oh my god, it's a gay person, so I'd watch it. So anyway, I'm just asking. It's the same way for you,
Right.
is it?
No, it's not. It's not. It's
Okay.
not. It is not.
Every
'Cause I
time
like
there's
watching my ratchet show.
Every time there's a
I like
biracial
watching
person.
my ratchet shows, and it ain't a single gay person on that shit.
Okay, all right.
Christian knows Love Hip Hop Hollywood. It ain't a single. Well, Jason Lee, but I don't count him. But
What is the name of
half
that
of them-
show with it starts with a W with all the women and they're like red, they're like it's super-
Basketball wives.
something like that, but it starts
You
with a W.
No, you mean Wags? that comes
Yes,
on?
Wags. What is that
Oh,
about?
Child, I don't watch that bullshit. I don't know. I can name you one single person off of that show because I don't watch it. Here are my ratchet shows for all my ratchet listeners. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop LA, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Basketball Wives.
And that's it.
You don't watch Love and Hip Hop New York?
Oh, excuse me, Basketball Wives LA. No, I like Love and Hip Hop New York too. Yes, I forgot about that. Sorry.
All the Love
So
and
those are
Hip
my
Hops.
ratchet shows.
Okay.
Yeah, all the hip hops. They're supposed to be coming out with the Love Hip Love and Hip Hop Houston and Love and Hip Hop Miami, but we'll see how that goes. They can sink or swim. We don't know. But yeah, I do have my ratchet moments. So yeah.
Well, thank you.
You certainly do.
The Gay XYZ show. We're dying to know.
You certainly do.
I'm sure we have some ratchet listeners. I'm pretty sure we do. There's nothing wrong with being a little ratchet.